When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Dome, home to the Orange and Syracuse University. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes. Taking on another team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Canes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Finds his man. It's Hunt. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll try to run for it. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
They'll try to get outside. Past the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The throw. Touchdown, Canes! First score of the game goes up. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
Miami, 7, Syracuse, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
To the ground with the back. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, they're after him. It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Plucks it out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Rushes on him. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Miami!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Got it in the middle, it's Schrader. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Found a seam. There he goes. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
We always always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He gets a hand on it.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum.
Taking it the other way. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. To the air on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. It's caught. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. He wants to change this route. Gets the back moving. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Man, did he pay for it, but that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He now has 74 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. Fires to the end zone. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Wide open downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Pressure coming. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hunt. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Running to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Going to the running game. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Syracuse right back at it. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunt. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hunt. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Miami! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Schrader. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 20, he's got space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pocket breaking down. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Catch in the middle, it's Schrader. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line. But 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing the 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Dome in lovely central New York.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own. He's taking the shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Got the first down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Hurricanes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Thanks to grab. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Hurricanes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Canes started this drive backed up in there, looking for the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all of them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're going to run it to the right. Oh, he's got a chance. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Gives it on the option. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fears the pressure. Finds a crease at the 20. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic.
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They're working that left side. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Schrader.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Makes the grab. It's Hunt. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Makes the grab. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. using his feet. Got enough for the first. Finishes the run with the slide.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man, it's Schrader. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And don't forget, they've already had a field goal block. And he missed it. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Took a shot as he threw. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. So now it's second and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't connect on his first throw.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. To the air on first down. He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long. He leaves it with his back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got his man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Shows him the stiff arm. He's piled up 112 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Powers through the defender. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Makes the catch. It's Duggan.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes. And the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing in between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense.
It's picked off. That's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The give on the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. It's a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2.
The Orange will have to punt.
Down. Coming up.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, he's going for it all. Makes a catch at the 15. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running to the left. Nice move to pick up yardage.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on. Turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah,
looking for a deep man. He's got it at the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked him apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Making side adjustments here. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Slams it ahead. Beck's going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Some will say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now